It's that spooky time of year, gentlemen. That spooky time of year when it's starting to set in that there's actually no football. There's the NBA playoffs, but those will be over. And then it really starts to get scary. I've got some NFL memes to try and, weather the storm here, so let's get after it. Starting with the Houston Texans, who really have built a kind of crazy team. All of this just to lose to Patrick Mahomes, Taylor Swift's boyfriend, and a bunch of wide receivers who can't catch in the AFC divisional round. I don't know, man. Houston Texans are not a team I'm gonna start talking shit about right now. They're kind of a scary team. They did a whole lot with a whole lot of nothing last season. Each year's quarterback class gets hyped up just for most of them to end up like that. Okay, I know we say this every single time, but can we pretend at least that it's different this time? Like maybe it's actually different this time? It is so crazy though, like watching Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota in college, there is no way I would think that they wouldn't have panned out. There's just no way. During virtual off-season workouts in 2021, Gronk had to run sprints, record them, and send them to the Bucks. So to get out of it, he'd record himself running sprints in different shirts on the same day, then he'd send in the videos. I thought this was so funny. I don't know if this is true, but I definitely believe it. This reminds me of these stories. Have you guys ever had your car like actually blow a tire or like it lights on fire or some shit? Anytime that happens, if you ever talk to like, a little schemer, they'll tell you to take a picture of it. So that way in the future, if you ever need to get out of work for some reason, you just send a picture of your car on the side of a highway with a blown tire. You send it to your boss and you're like, hey, I just got a flat on the highway. I can't make it to work today. It's pretty believable if you got that picture. The UFL has a store brand version truck. I'm not gonna lie, I thought that was Talanoa Hufanga for a second. Dude, because doesn't this look like a Niners jersey maybe? Okay, whatever. Peanut Paradise from Tropical Smoothie, by the way. Whenever you see me in the Michigan set, there's like an 80% chance I'm drinking one of these. I lace it with fentanyl.
What the fuck?
I shouldn't say things like that.
You can't keep getting away with it!
NBA playoffs are here, boys. Get in on the action with my sponsor, Underdog Fantasy. Make 2 picks from 2 separate teams. Choose up to 5 picks to complete your entry, and you have the opportunity to win up to 100x your money. The best part is new users are going to have the option to pair their pick with a discounted pick. These are awesome. I've got my pick for the week on the screen right now. You gotta love the discounted pick. Underdog is available in 30 plus states, including California, Texas, and Canada. They also just launched Champions, their player versus player game in Florida. This is the easiest way to make money on Underdog, so make sure you sign up with code MMG. Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100 if you use that promo code, so it's super important. Promo code MMG. So click on the link, scan the QR code, or just download Underdog off the App Store to get started and use that promo code MMG. This isn't a meme, but this is awesome. So years after a controversial NCAA ban for money-making content, YouTuber Destroying made his professional football debut by suiting up for the UFL's San Antonio Brahmas. That is so awesome. I'm so happy for him. I'm so sad that he fractured his neck, though. Oh, that sucks. Hey, dude, he made it, though. He debuted, he played. That's what matters. So what's the excuse for this never working out? I mean, the excuse is football is not basketball, so 5 players don't actually have that much of an impact. You got a great running back, 2 great wide receivers, and a pretty solid quarterback. That does not guarantee you success in the NFL. It never has. Listen, I love to hate on the Cowboys. This is a casual take. I could do this for every team in the NFL right now. A lot of teams in the NFL have a great quarterback, a bunch of great wide receivers, and a bunch of great players, and they don't win shit. Speaking of the comparison, this is absolutely insane. In fact, this actually kind of proves my point I was making on the last slide. Lamar's MVP season, he had a $50 million contract. Tobias Harris getting $40 million a year. You can't really compare them because NBA players play an 82-game season. NFL players play a 17-game season. So, I mean, then you could compare this to baseball, where baseball makes the most money. And guess what? They got the most games. So, it is insane, though, to think about, like, Lamar Jackson being as insanely good as he is actually making slightly more than Tobias fucking Harris. But the thing that's not factored into here is, like, endorsement deals, brand deals, sponsorships, things like that. I would have to imagine that Lamar Jackson is making more on endorsement deals than Tobias Harris, but that may not be true. I don't know. Sam Bradford was the most aesthetically displeasing quarterback in NFL history. Sam Bradford looks like, when they do those videos, like, could an average guy throw a football? That's what this picture looks like. This picture actually looks like when Mr. Beast was in his full Tampa Bay Buccaneers gear. We didn't quite appreciate that this was the greatest era of quarterback play in NFL history. Yeah, I don't think we did. I think we were too busy hating on Tom Brady. In fact, every single one of these quarterbacks has gotten a very large amount of hate. Honestly, now Drew Brees. Drew Brees didn't get a lot of hate, but guess what? He didn't have the success that these three had. These are some insane quarterbacks right there, though. We're just such haters. Since 2017, 2 solar eclipses, 2 playoff wins. NFL memes is definitely a Cowboys hater, but like, that's not that bad. 2 playoff wins since 2017? There's a lot of NFL franchises who don't have any playoff wins since 2017. Today's solar eclipse peaked at 4 minutes and 28 seconds, exceeding Aaron Rodgers' playing time with the Jets last season by 2 minutes and 54 seconds. That's actually so sad. It is so sad to think about. Kyle Shanahan with a comfortable lead in the Super Bowl. Brady Mahomes. Yeah, I mean, it's just tough, man. Brady Mahomes, what an insane. Probably go down as the 2 greatest quarterbacks of all time. Doesn't that suck to hear out loud? But that will probably be the 2 greatest quarterbacks of all time. You've already got number 1. Now you just need Mahomes to do a tiny bit more for a little bit longer and he'll get number 2. Explain this in NFL terms. Brady and Manning show up to a fight between Mahomes and Josh Allen. It's actually pretty good. That's a pretty good comparison. There have been more solar eclipses than Cowboys NFC Championship game appearances in the last 20 years. Why is this guy such a Cowboys hater? You could say that for every team. You could sub in any team and any quarterback here for the most part. Dallas, fine. This guy is a Cowboys hater. Holy Josh Allen next season. Attempting to catch my own 40-yard pass. Oh, that's crazy. Man went straight to pass pro. Oh no. 5, 4, 3. Is this Trent Williams? Who is this?
2, 1.
Hey! Is that Trent Williams? Who is that in the video? It is Trent Williams. He just started getting reps in. I respect that. I actually really like this, but I think there's one that's horrible. The reigning champions with more to come. I agree. I'm here with it. Has a stacked roster, but falls short every year. Okay, I agree with this, but I actually think the Boston Celtics will win it this year. Maybe I am delusional, but I think the Celtics are going to win it this year. The dynasty of the 2010s, no question. That Warriors dynasty was nuts. So was obviously the Patriots dynasty. Wasting their first round picks. Wow. I rarely get to see any content about the Detroit Pistons. So to catch a stray here, I'm not even that mad about. Although there's a lot of teams that waste their first round picks over here. Not just the Panthers. I don't even think the Panthers are that bad compared to some teams. You know who wastes their first round picks? The Niners. The Niners lost 3 of them for Trey Lance. Or how about the Raiders? Out of their last like 10 first round picks, they're either in prison or they cut them because they suck. Yeah, multiple. This is our year. Okay, but the Lakers won the ring like 5 years ago, right? I'm willing to shit on the Cowboys for this one. They say that the Cowboys fans will say this shit every single year. 100% they will say this shit every year. But you can't really put the Lakers here. Who do you put here? I don't know who goes there instead. Who's been just desperately close? Could you put the Sixers? I feel like the Sixers always say they're actually gonna win it and then they don't win it. Or they choke or they just get really unlucky or something happens. Could definitely put Philly here. Hey, someone said replace the Lakers with 76ers. The Chicago Bears. Cutler, Trubisky, Fields. Am I delusional to say that Caleb Williams is different than all 3 of them?
Yeah.
Like, can we like go back through history though? Like, what happened here? What happened with Mitch Trubisky? I know that like I am a generational Mitch Trubisky hater. I'm not gonna pretend like the guy's horrible. He's not. He's definitely better than bad. He's a pretty solid quarterback. He had some... There was that season that the Bears were pretty damn good. And Mitch Trubisky was the quarterback. They were kind of cooking. They had like a really good record. They were 12-4 or something. But why did they trade up to get Mitch Trubisky? The Bears moved up 1 spot in a trade with the Niners to select Mitch Trubisky with the number 2 overall. Earlier in the offseason, they had signed Mike Glennon to a 3-year, $45 million deal. This is a CBS article from 2017. You know, hindsight is 2020. And the question is like, would Patrick Mahomes be insanely good if he was on the Chicago Bears? Who knows? But this was that draft class. So 1 was Myles Garrett, and they traded up to 2 to get Mitch Trubisky. Niners took Thomas, then Fournette, then Leonard Davis, then Jamal Adams, Mike Williams, McCaffrey, John Ross, and then round 1 pick 10 was Mahomes. Then round 1 pick 12 was Deshaun Watson. I don't think any other team, and I remember this, I don't think any other team was this high on Mitch Trubisky. But they traded up to get him. When the obvious pick, I think, was either Mahomes or Watson, I think a lot of people actually thought it would be Watson. As I'm looking at this draft class is fucking insane. Let's go all the way down. If you go on Wikipedia, by the way, all the good draft picks are in yellow for the most part. Guys that have had like pretty big impact. Aaron Jones was round 5. Jamal Agnew, actually a really good return Man, Matt Milano, Jake Elliott, George Kittle in the 5th round, Jalen Reeves-Maybin, Tariq Cohen, Eddie Jackson, James Conner, Trey Hendrickson, Kenny Galladay, Shaq Griffin, Kareem Hunt, Chris Godwin, Cooper Kupp, Alvin Kamara, Deion Dawkins, Joe Mixon, Dalvin Cook, Buda Baker, TJ Watt, and Joe Kuchar. Oh my God. Hassan Reddick, Deshaun, Lattimore, Mahomes, McCaffrey, Jamal. That is absolutely insane draft class. Holy shit. That's actually crazy. Josh Dobbs is just this generation's Ryan Fitzpatrick. You know, in fairness, I don't think Josh Dobbs ever really played a snap with a lot of these teams. Like, he was technically on the team, but I'm not sure he ever went under helm for a lot of them. Niners, Jaguars, Vikings, Steelers, Cardinals, Browns, Titans. He's not even done yet either. He's still got some jumping around to do. Jameis Winston is unintentionally the funniest player in the NFL.
Public service announcement. Dog pound. What's up?
I think my favorite part of that clip is he stuttered, and it's like, it's so easy to re-record that clip. And he just said, nah, I'm just running with that.
Public service announcement.
Public service announcement. Playing for Arthur Smith and the Falcons aged Marcus Mariota like the Oval Office. Dude, I've seen this clip before, but like, it's gotta be the lighting, right? Marcus Mariota's like 30. You should not have white hair at that age. If I really didn't know ball, and I just like asked someone how old this man is, I think they might say 50 or 60. Kentucky's Wow. Any Kentucky basketball fans? You guys think you'd be catching a stray right now? Mike Williams after playing exactly 2 snaps on the MetLife Stadium turf. Out for the season. I hope not. I love Mike Williams. Shohei Ohtani when the Dodgers win the World Series in 4 games, but he better than what it says. Yo, what's that whole Shohei Ohtani story? It's like his translator was gambling his money somehow. He ended up going in the hole like 15 million or 20 million or something. That story, by the way, makes no sense. How did his translator have access to his funds? The Pittsburgh Steelers this offseason.
Song I just wrote. It's called I Hate You Guys. I hate you guys. You guys are assholes.
Good. Get some melanin in that locker room. Shit. All right, boys. That's going to be it for today. Let's all make it through the NBA playoffs. Let's just get to college football. We're going to make it. I love you, boys. Thanks for watching. As always, see you guys in the next video. Peace.